G'day guys, today I'm going to be showing off my Chaos deck profile, as I did say I would eventually bring it out. So here are the cards here. Got your Stride Zone up here, which we'll go into later. So first of all, the grade zeros. We have Star Vader, Paradigm Shift Dragon at 4. As you know, this card's great to recycle, particularly with the deck decking out the way it does, as well as that running 12 crits and having 4 of them recyclable really just keeps on that pressure and allows you to lock one of your opponent's back row rear guards as well. The next up for the crits, they're really just vanillas. You've got 3 Star Vader Wise Soldat and Star Vader Apollonel Dragon. And then you've got Star Vader Meteor Tiger. So next up is the starter. And that is our buddy Plank Draco Kid. And early game, that can be brilliant. This starter can do quite a lot. If you're locking a unit on right and you're locking another unit while you're searching for a copy of a Star Vader unit, you set yourself up pretty well early. If they've still got units on the board, later on cards like Photon will make a big difference. You can combo the effects for the space of 2 counterblasts. You can look up to 3 to 4 units. Next up is the heal triggers. These are a massive help with soul charging. Not so much counter charging, I'm more worried about the soul in this deck with the effects of both Glue Ball and Alchemy. The Star Vader Megalenic Stream is a fantastic card and a great addition to the deck. Now next up is our grade 1s. We have 2 Penrose Gate. They're fantastic mini stride fighters for the deck and good searches. Turmoil Sub Vader Zeke. For a while I was running this unit at 3, but at 4 it is definitely a massive help. If I did knock it back to 3, I'd probably play another Metanax Dragon just for pressure. Speaking of the devil, Metanax Dragon, 3 copies, a great booster, can become an 11k, and if it hits, well, you get to lock another unit for another turn. So it can add a lot of pressure on. Iron War Star Vader Therium is a great perfect guard. Not only has it got Star Vader in its name, but if your opponent has 3 or more locked cards, you may draw a card, which really helps. I mean, your defense in this deck isn't great without draw triggers, so this just makes a massive difference and helps accommodate for that, along with one of the G guards, which I will show later on. Next up is our grade 2 lineup. Now I run 3 Star Vader Colony Maker. All my grade 1s are very much essential. Getting Metanax, even Turmoil Star Vader Zinc on the field early, it comes in handy and really does make a big difference. The MVP of the grade 2 lineup is, of course, it's Photon. A fantastic unit. If a unit's locked and you place this, you can lock another unit. I mean, that makes a massive difference overall in the long run. Star Vader Strange Dragon is amazing. I do run out of grade 1s early, so using this card as a grade, this as a grade 2 booster really does come in handy. And can make big columns as well when I'm going for those big glue ball plays, 2nd or 3rd stride. Disorder Star Vader Iron. Now, no one runs this to my knowledge. I run it because 11k with a locked unit, when it's placed, counterblast 1, lock a unit. So again, early game, most importantly, I really like it because it can turn into 16k. It's 2 cards to guard from hand if you're on grade 3, or 5k or a 10k shield. And with the 12 crit aggro, it does really work for the deck to make it quite aggro. I like it just for numbers. My grade 3 lineup is pretty self-explanatory. We have 4 Star Vader Chaos Breaker Closers. Again, a wonderful unit. This sets up most of your plays, to be honest, particularly with, obviously, the Star Vader unit here, Death Star Vader, Chaos Breaker Deluge, which you'll find out later. But basically, you can lock 4 cards to the field with a Soul Blast cost. And that's a huge damage to your opponent's hand, particularly if you have an already overwhelming advantage with the offense. It sets up for the Stark Stride at the end. We also have the Vanguard I prefer to ride, Star Vader Chaos Breaker Crisis. Again, you got the on-ride skill, forcing your opponent to lock a rearguard. You can combine it with Plank Draco, Cued Photon. Again, it really helps while your opponent's either on grade 2 or just before you decide to stride. If your opponent has no card, if you make a good lock early, then Althani helps you draw 2 cards to give you that little bit of advantage. Now, we will go into the G zone. First of all, we have Althani at 2. Again, good for drawing cards or just locking 2 units. I mean, this, with the other cards I've already shown off, can lock an entire field, no problems. Star Vader, Chaos Universe. An early G-Guard could potentially help you shut down their front row for at least a turn, which allows Glue Ball to get the job done later. Glue Ball's skill is just amazing. I run it at 4, and then we have our Star Vader, Chaos Breaker Deluge, and of course Stark as well, which is just great for that pressure. Now, the units we have here are Genesis, Machine Deity, Death Gun. I mean, this helps out. If there are 2 or more locked cards, I can Soul Blast and draw. Now, the Soul is a big problem here, but again, with the Star Vader heal triggers, it really does help. I run 2 of the Destiny Guardian, mirror matches, or even if I just want to unlock my opponent's back row, I can retire one of their rear guards in their turn, and draw a card off that as well. And Darkness that lights up Demise Lacus Karina. Again, another massive improvement on the deck, as it really does help you lock up your opponent's back row and gives you that added defense. So guys, that is my Star Vader blog. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. And next up, I will be doing a Legion blog on Phantom Blaster Revenger. Thank you and have a great day.